Stretch. If I'm not mistaken, you helped him get his first record deal, right?
Yeah, with Tommy Boy Records, yeah. Yeah, Stretch was from the hood. He was from the neighborhood. Used to see him around a lot. And the guys that actually were the showboys who did the record Drag Rap, which became the record responsible for the whole bounce sound out in New Orleans. You can ask Manny Fresh or any of them. They used to play that Drag Rap record by the showboys. Orville and his partner, they are the ones that Stretch first started recording with because they wanted to record. And then when things didn't work out with them, they bought me a demo tape of their stuff, the Live Squad stuff, which was Stretch's brother Madge and K-Lo the DJ. And we kind of started working together. I believed in them. I thought they had something. I thought they were really dope. And we kind of, I let Latifah hear it. And then Latifah set up the meeting with Tommy Boy, and then Tommy Boy signed them. And I was executive producer on their project.
If I'm not mistaken, he did production for Pac, right?
Yeah. Him and his brother, him and Madge, they would produce a lot of songs. Once they got to know each other very well, and Stretch really kind of after they were a self-produced group pretty much, Live Squad was, they knew what the beats that they wanted to use. They knew, they learned all the tricks of the trade in the studio. He started producing records for Pac. So he started producing a lot of stuff for Pac and working with Pac on different music. And this is all before Death Row. Way before Death Row.
Yeah, he did some good work for Pac, man. How did Big come in the picture?
I can't even tell you how Pac and Big met. But I know that a lot of times when Pac would come to New York City, and sometimes if I was around at the time, Stretch had an MPV, and he would be like, yo, Pac just landed. I'm getting ready to go get him. And I'd be like, bet. I'll jump in, we'll roll, and we go pick Pac up from the airport. And he'd be like, yo, we get to Pac, they start smoking. He'd be like, yo, where Big at? Somebody hit Big and see if we can find out where Big at. And they would hit Big or they would hit C's, and they would page him back, and they'd be in Brooklyn, man. And he just always wanted to go and hang out with Big, and they always liked to hang out together, man. They had this thing about them where it was a mutual respect from a street perspective and from a rap perspective. There's a mutual respect between them two dudes.
Yeah, I know when I spoke to Majesty, he was telling me how Pac was mad at Big for taking this Ad-Lib. You personally, do you feel like Big was taken from Pac or no?
Yeah, I would say yeah. Absolutely. I'd say Big Pac had some influence on Big. I would say there's a lot of people that had influence on Big. I think Big plucked from the best of the best. You know what I mean? I think if you listen to some of Big's records, when you hear Big do that double voice on a record where he's him and his partner are going to do all of this robbing and stealing, that influence came from Slick Rick doing the two voices. So I think Pac's influence on Big, because they freestyled together a lot and rhymed together a lot, that was an influence on him. And I also think Slick Rick and other people were influenced on him. I think every MC is influenced by somebody.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because he was telling me that, Big, he got that baby, he got that from Pac. So.
Yeah. He was, he was a little upset about that. Because, that baby and all that was Pac's thing. You know what I mean? So when Big did it, I think Pac felt a little certain way about that. I'm pretty sure he did. I've heard him voice that before.
Tell me about that. So you was around when Pac spoke on that?
Yeah, he was a little upset about that, but it was Big, and he wasn't like salty about it. You know what I mean? I think that all came out later on once they started beefing. But at the time, they were still friends. And Big blew up. And when Big blew up, Pac was very happy for him. He was very happy for Big's success at that time. This is before the wedge, that was unmovable wedge between them, came. So it was just like, oh, okay, I see that. You put that in the back of your brain, like, I've done this and I've seen somebody else do it. I'll give you a classic example. It's almost like when I was on UMTV Raps and T-Money came up with the Ed Lover dance, right? Then you had your man that was the mayor on Rap City. Then he invented a dance after my dance. It's something that you put in the back of your head, but you ain't gonna say nothing about it unless y'all got beef. And as long as y'all ain't got beef, it's gonna always be in the back of your head like, all right, I see you chipping off a little bit of my style. It wasn't something that he was running around like, yo, dude is biting off me. I don't want to talk to him no more. It wasn't like that, bro. It wasn't like that.
Do you recall exactly what Pac said?
I think I remember one time we were all around. We were probably around Springfield, and I think Big Poppa came on. And everybody was smoking. You know, we had went to the Ave or something. We was just chilling, and you know, Big was like the baby, and Pac was like, "Yo, hey, this thing, yo, okay, I see you, Big. Gonna take a little bit of my style," and that was it. It wasn't like he stormed off mad. It was like in a joking manner, keep the weed moving around. It wasn't nothing to it. It all came out like to a head once he was upset.